And when he was interred into a ship, his disciples followed him. And, behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea, insomuch that the ship was covered with the waves, but he was asleep. And his disciples came to him and awoke him, saying, Lord, save us, we perish. 2 years after his arrival to Amsterdam in 1633, Rembrandt van Rijn painted his only historical seascape, Christ in the Storm on the Sea of Galilee. The scene depicted within this painting is a New Testament story of Christ and the 12 apostles crossing the Sea of Galilee. Here, Rembrandt displays the moment that Christ awakens amidst the chaos of the storm to calm the waves and save his disciples. Instead of placing the scene within a traditional approach to history painting, Rembrandt places it within a contemporary setting, utilizing a small fishing vessel to relate the scene to Dutch life. Through this innovative approach to the New Testament story and the story's placement within the sea, Rembrandt calls to the fears and struggles of the Dutch populace. A large portion of the land in the Dutch Republic was reclaimed from the sea and was up to 20 feet below sea level, bringing forth a sense of immediacy with this idea of a fear of nature and its power against man. A formal analysis of the painting shows that Rembrandt has used a strong diagonal emphasis to focus the attention of the painting onto the awakening Christ, who is about to be bathed in a warm golden light. This placement indicates the fearful moment before the miracle happens, as the remainder of the painting is rendered in darker and sharper tones. The vessel featured in the painting divides the canvas into 2 portions, one light and one dark, contrasting fear and faith as Christ's followers have to battle with fear to realize their faith in him. When compared to his later paintings, which are characterized by their less descriptive style, this painting is highly polished and brightly colored. This allows us to trace Rembrandt's development in artistic technique from his earlier, more finely finished paintings that he utilized to gain his reputation within Amsterdam, to his later, less defined works which were created after his high level of success had receded. Unfortunately, the painting's whereabouts are unknown, as it was stolen from the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston on March 18, 1990, along with 12 other works in the largest art theft in U.S. history. 2 individuals dressed as Boston police came into the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum to investigate a disturbance and proceeded to handcuff the guard on duty, giving the 2 thieves just over an hour to remove Rembrandt's and several other paintings and artifacts from their frames and encasements. The investigation to discover the whereabouts of these paintings still continue a quarter of a century later, with a $5 million reward being offered for the return of Christ in the storm on the Sea of Galilee. Why, then, is this painting so important in the study of art history? It demonstrates Rembrandt's masterful experimentation with traditional history painting, an innovation that brought him to the forefront of Dutch artists in the 17th century. It also shows the importance that Rembrandt placed upon human emotion over subject matter, demonstrated both through his approach to the story and its formal attributes, which is a key characteristic of the Baroque. And finally, the absence of this painting after its theft continues to be an ongoing issue within the criminal justice system of the United States of America. Here at the University of Guelph, our art history program offers students a wide variety of areas of study on historical attitudes towards the visual arts, critical approaches to art history, and methods of art practice and presentation. One such area that is focused on is the Dutch Baroque, with Rembrandt van Rijn being an iconic artist of that period.